Hey guys, thanks for joining me today. I wanted to do pageant makeup because that is actually where I got my start in the industry, and that is makeup that I just did a few weekends ago for some girls for a pageant here in Georgia, and it's just close to my heart. And of course, watching the Miss America pageant a few months ago when it happened, I loved some of the girls' makeup and I wanted to do that for you for a while to show you guys a look that I particularly really liked, so I just finally got around to doing it for you guys. So this is the makeup look for Miss Nevada. I believe her name is Jade something, but I really liked her makeup. I thought it looked gorgeous on stage. It really suited her skin color. Looked amazing from stage, of course, and photographed really well as well. So I wanted to show you guys how she got this look. Of course, I'm not using the same products as her. I don't know what she used or who her makeup artist was, but this is the closest that I got to it based on my bone structure and my eyes. So I hope you guys enjoy this look, and if you guys want to see how I got this, then keep watching. Alright, we're going to go ahead and start with some primer. I'm using the Urban Decay Primer Potion. You can use any primer that you like. If you don't like this one, it's fine. And we're just going to go ahead and put that all over your eyelid. And then I'm going to go ahead and put on a thick base. So I'm going to be using this right here. This is the Black Cream Color Base by MAC right here. And I'm putting this on just with a flat brush like this. It's a really thick, creamy consistency. Now, just make sure that where you put this is only in the eyelid area. The part that you can see when your eye is open. Go ahead and pick out your favorite sort of glittery dark black eyeshadow. So I'm going to use this right here. This is called Blacklit. It is one of MAC's new Electrically Cool eyeshadows. And I'm just going to use a different brush because I don't want to wet what's in this product with the previous brush. I'm just using a flat brush like this. I'm going to pat it in. You want to really push it in as opposed to patting it, because that's the way you'll be able to see the glitter the best. Then I'm going to take an angled brush like this, and I'm going to start to draw a little bit of a line right out here from the side of my eye. So I'm just doing it this way, following the exact angle of how both my lids meet. Just like that. I'm kind of creating a basis just so I can go in and fill this in with color. I've drawn it out longer than my eyebrow because my eyebrow is supposed to be a lot longer to here. So I've basically gone diagonally through both my eyelids and straight out that same exact angle, and then I've curved it inward. We want to leave a pretty thick area up here for a thick highlight, so that's why I've left that much space. And then I'm going to go into Urban Decay's Naked palette, and I'm going to use Crepe eyeshadow right here. This is also a shimmery color, but to me it doesn't have as much shimmer that actually transfers onto your eyelid as the way it looks in the actual palette, so that's why I didn't use that for all over. We're going to go in with Crepe and fill in this area. It might get a little messy, but that is totally okay. We can clean it up as we go. And then I'm going to go into Buck eyeshadow. You're basically going to choose a dark warm brown. And you're going to place it right on the corner of your crease, and you're going to blend that into the black. You want to create a sort of faded look so that it's not just black, you're also seeing some brown. Just like so. And then I'm going to take this brush and I'm going to take my favorite highlight, which is color 328 in the Inglot Freedom System. It's an eyeshadow matte. Make sure you use some sort of matte highlight that doesn't show too much. And you're going to place this on your brow bone. And then go in with a clean blending brush like this, and you're going to clean up this area. And if you always need to clean up some more, you can always take that same highlight color and just keep pressing it into the areas that you think are too dark, and you can always clean it up that way. So basically the idea here is that she's got kind of like a flatter look up here. So that's why we haven't arched it the same shape as my eyebrows. That's why we've kind of gone for like a straighter look here. She doesn't have much of a shape up here. She definitely followed only her eyelid and then went up a little bit higher, but my eye space is a little bit more, so I can't have a highlight that's that thick. Then what we're going to go ahead and do is you're going to grab an eyeliner that you like, preferably a liquid like this. Then you are going to go ahead, look that way, and create a point right in the corner of your eye. Now since the eye look is so dark, you're not going to see any eyeliner as such, but it does make a difference. And so you've created that sort of like Cleopatra point right there. And after that, you're going to go in and just put on your normal black eyeliner. I know I already have some on, but it's been there all morning and I had to go out before I was able to film this look for you guys. So instead of taking it off, I just left it on. But I'm going to add more anyway. This is just Urban Decay Zero eyeliner. Then we're going to go back into the original eyeshadow that we were using and an angle brush like this. And you're just going to go ahead and line your rim of your eyes with the same color. Make sure you pull it down to make it quite thick. And also make sure that you clean up this area so it looks like both the areas have been married together. So for the face, a really important thing to keep in mind is that since this would be stage makeup, or I'm assuming you would go out wearing this, to wear a foundation that is going to look good on camera. So for me, I put on my Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Plus. I didn't powder it with my translucent powder as I normally would. I just used the Ben Nye Banana powder so that it would photograph well. So just make sure that whatever foundation you use is a matte finish. If you're going out for pictures, you always want something that's matte finish as opposed to dewy, because that comes across as extremely oily on camera, which we don't want. So I've already gone ahead and put that on. Then we're going to go into bronzing our face. So she definitely has a lot of, she has bronzier features to begin with. Like, she is a little bit darker probably because of spray tan, but she has contoured and bronzed her face a lot. So I'm going to be using Terracotta's bronzer 05, and I'm using just a regular brush like this. And we are going to go in and bronze the peripherals of our face. To actually contour my face, I'm going to go ahead and use Blunt by MAC, which is a blush, which is kind of broken. It's right here. So I'm going to put that on. And I'm just going to use this brush right here. She's definitely contoured a lot, so you definitely want it to be clean but noticeable. And this is important, especially for the fact that she was on stage. You have to bring out your best features, and she's got extremely high cheekbones, so if you want to bring that out, contouring is really important. So then she has used a lot of peach blush, like a ton. And so for that same look, I'm going to use this blush right here. This is my Inglot. It's just a peachy color. If you guys have that, you can use that. And if not, Sunbask by MAC would be good, which is this. Or even something like kind of brownie peachish, which would be Format. So I might just use a combination of a couple of these. We'll see. But I'm just going to start with that one by Inglot first. And I'm going to use a stippling brush because I don't want it to be too much. So as I build, I can actually kind of see like where I'm going with this. So she's kind of got it on the back of her cheekbone area. And this sort of blush application definitely tends to look good on people who've got high cheekbones. to keep it back here. And she's not going for like a youthful sort of look either with the blush just in the apples of the cheek. So I like the way that looks. I'm going to leave it at that. But you definitely are going to highlight a lot for a pageant or for anything that's stage related. Even for taking pictures, like if you are not wearing a dewy foundation as we just talked about right now, you want to bring back some of that shine with powders. So that's what we're going to go ahead and do right now. I'm trying to decide on which ones I want to use. I think I'm just going to stick to Trace Gold by MAC. This would look really good on darker skins like mine. So we're going to use that, and I'm going to just put that on with this blush, or this brush right here, Inglot Tapered Highlighter F35. You're going to hit just the high points of your cheeks right there. It's going to blend into the blush. That is totally fine. That's how it's supposed to be. And then you can definitely see in the picture that I'm going to post for her that she's also highlighted the inside of her eye area as well. So for that, I'm going to use a sculpting powder. Use something that you like that does not have too much shimmer. You want it to be like kind of satin finish. This is Light Sweep by MAC. It is a pro product, and I believe it's a sculpting powder. But I'm going to use kind of a smaller brush like this to give me more control. And we're just going to place that right here. It instantly livens up the face, but you have to be wearing quite a bit of makeup for all of this to look good. If you're, I mean, this is definitely for going out, not just like sitting at home because you're wearing so much makeup, so. Alright, we have got that down. And then the eyebrows. Hers are extremely jet black and dark, but I don't think that looks good on the normal person, and I'm assuming you guys are probably not doing a pageant and that's why you're learning. You're probably just doing it for a night out. So I'm going to go ahead and use a eyebrow pencil like this one. It's called Lingering by MAC. And we're going to darken it up, but not a ton to where it looks unnatural. My eyebrows are definitely pretty different, both of them. They don't have the same shape, so I tried to create a little bit of a point in my right eyebrow for it to match my naturally pointed left one right here. So I've made it pretty dark, darker than what I would normally have, but it's supposed to go along with the look, so I hope you guys are liking that. And then let me show you guys the lip products. Okay, so then for stage, since we've got a matte face, you know, we don't have that much shine on our face, you definitely want to go in with a gloss, some sort of, you know, shine on your lips. So the first thing I'm going to do is put on Vaseline. Just a little bit so it'll be easier to put on the lip products that I'm about to put on. And then she has got a sort of peachy pout that looks really good in my skin colors. Even light skins would really like it, but especially if you're my skin color or darker, if you want to go for sort of a neuter look, peaches would be really good with this sort of eye look that we've got going on. So that's what we're going for. So what I like to do is to make peach wearable for me and for it to look good. This is what I do. I'm going to first nude out my lips with some concealer. If you guys have any concealer, go ahead and put that on. If you have this product, you could use this. This is a Dim Lip Erase by MAC. And then I'm going to color in my lips with a lip liner. This is Barbecue by MAC also. And then go with a peachy lip gloss. I'm not even putting on a lipstick. This is called Lip Glam, and it's by Mario Dadabanovic. He gave this to us in the New York workshop that I went to. Alright, then I'm going to go ahead and do my mascara, and I will be right back. Alright, so here is the finished look. So one thing to keep in mind is that she is wearing a huge pair of lashes, the type that wisp out at the end and kind of look longer. I don't have any of those at home, that's why I didn't put them on, but I want to say she might even be wearing 2 pairs, and she's not wearing any in the bottom, but you can see that her eyelashes have been spidered to where they look like thicker lashes and not that many. So that is her look. Basically lots of highlighting on this look, make sure to wear a foundation that you think would photograph well. Cream foundations would be the first one that I would think of for this particular look. Very, very matte finish. A lot of like dark smokiness in the eyes, but of course that's why you go nude for the lips. Lots of blush as well and contouring, which looks good on stage. So I hope you guys enjoyed this look, and if you have any questions, post down below. I will post these pictures of her that I found, which I really liked, on my blog. So if you guys want to see the picture that I got inspiration from, you are more than welcome to check that out. It is spoilmebeautiful.blogspot.com.